It is Bronze and Modern Gods. I am John.
And I'm Richard.
Hey, what is up, everybody? It's a Friday, but since Memorial Day is Monday and I'm going to be out of town and we've got stuff and family and things, this is your episode for Monday. You're just getting it 3 days early. How's that?
Yeah, what's to complain about?
People will find something to complain about, Richard, but that's okay. It's America. Today, speaking of something to complain about, our main topic is CGC and the changes that they announced this week. We'll be talking about that. If you haven't heard yet, stay tuned, strap yourself in. But first, we want to thank every single one of the 4,000 subscribers to Bronze and Modern Gods. Yes, we hit 4K this week.
Thank you.
In the grand scheme of things on YouTube, it's not a big deal. In the grand scheme of things for Richard and I, it is a huge, huge deal. We do truly appreciate each and every one of you, right?
Absolutely. We did it. Thank you all for supporting us. And we really look forward to doing this for a long time. So keep subscribing.
Yes, keep subscribing. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. This episode, is brought to you by Near Mint NFT, your one-stop shop for comic book art from your favorite artists. Head over to nearmintnft.com now to sign up for the whitelist for the Near Mint NFT badge. It's packed with perks like early access to drops, discounts to some of your favorite online retailers, comic convention perks, and a lot more to come. Getting added to this list is quick, painless, and free, my 3 favorite things. So please head over to nearmintnft.com for more. All right, add over. Let's look at
useless and a useless JPEG free.
Yeah, okay, we can talk about it if you want to. Some people are riled up about it. I don't mind. It means they're passionate about the show, which is a compliment. But you guys, I don't know how I can convince you this is different. So the only way I can is by showing you. So we're going to keep moving forward and we're going to prove it and we're going to show you and then we'll talk. Our hot book of the week, Richard, you picked it. You take it.
This week, our hot book is Catwoman 43, the 1 in 25 variant. This is a gorgeous cover with Catwoman and Harley Quinn. It's by an artist called Sozumika. I have not heard of this artist before. I don't know. Have you?
No, I have not. But
yeah, this is a gorgeous. If you haven't seen this cover, it is just absolutely gorgeous. It's a hot seller this week. My LCS has marked this thing to high holy heaven. Right now, it's selling for about 5 times ratio, about $125. It's a gorgeous cover again. Good girl art with popular characters. You got Catwoman and Harley Quinn. Can't beat it. I also have to commend DC with their cardstock covers as opposed to the flimsy covers that Marvel uses. This is an excellent book that's going to hold up and probably get you easier 9.8s than you would with a comparable 1 in 25 Marvel book. So I say keep an eye on this book. It's brand new, so there's no historical data on this thing. If it follows the trend of most of these books, it's going to keep this high price for about a month, and then it's going to dip. And that's when I would buy this. I'd buy it on the dip. But I think long term, I'm thinking a year from now, this book is going to be going up in value as one of those coveted covers. And I think it's a good time to keep an eye on the price of it and buy it when you start to see it go down.
It is gorgeous and good pick. I know it's trading hands as we speak on eBay. It's doing quite well. It'll be interesting to see how many 9.8 slabs are hitting the market in about 3 weeks. So we should tell people, Richard, your house is currently under construction, isn't it?
Yeah. I have a garage full of new cabinets and doors that are going to go in. The whole first floor is torn to pieces. So I'm kind of in a temporary location. So, pardon me, excuse the dust.
So you're a little pixelated. We're going to hear some saws. We're going to hear some hammering, but we'll power through it, right?
Right.
All right. Our main topic today, CGC label changes. Wow, they sent this email out this morning and my inbox blew up. basically they're changing what they list on a label. They claim it is based on feedback from, quote, air quote, prominent members of the collecting community. Okay. I'm not sure why prominent members of the collecting community would want to hide defects and force you to pay to see them, but okay. So the label will no longer reflect the following: stickers, Siamese pages, punch holes, staples added after manufacturing, staples removed, detachments, a fully split spine, tape, significant missing parts from the cover, lamination, miscuts, and puzzles or coupons filled out. All right. Some of these are obvious, okay. Punch holes. You can see that it has punch holes, right? It doesn't need to be on the label. Staples added after manufacturing. I can understand that. Staples removed. I can even understand that. Tape. You can see tape, not if it's on the inside front cover,
right?
But you can see tape on the front. Significant missing parts. But puzzles and coupons filled out, I kind of want to know that. Siamese pages, I want to know that. Stickers, are they talking about on the cover or inside? Are they talking about the digital code sticker for Marvel? Why do I have to pay to see these? By the way, we should mention that you can still see the graders notes, but you have to have a CGC membership.
Right. And the associate membership is the lowest level that allows you to see the grader notes, and that's $25 a year. So they're forcing people to spend $25 a year to be able to see these notes that are removed from the cover, from the label.
It's also interesting that they're stopping the use of the term incomplete on the label, as well as if it affects like a coupon cutout affects story or does not affect story, where parts are missing from the interior of the comic. Again, Marvel value stamp missing. Are they going to denote that on Hulk 181s?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't understand what they gain by removing this information. What do they gain other than forcing people to subscribe to at least the $25 tier?
There you go.
That's so petty. $25 is a petty amount so now you're going to have an era of 20 years of books that have full grader notes. And then all of a sudden, without transition, there's going to be a limited set of grader notes. If I had two books to pick from, I'm going to buy the book that has the more extensive grader notes because I know what I'm getting, as opposed to one of these books that has truncated notes.
I know I wonder what the thought process was outside of, their new investors saying you got to bring up revenue. If there's a silver lining here, the label's going to continue to display restoration, conservation, and other qualifiers like married parts, color copy covers, incorrect married pages, coverless comics, individual wraps, multiple covers, and additional inserts and unverified SIGs on the cover. It's not free. Free graders notes are not free. They're $25 now.
Right. They're $25. And you have to have access to a computer to be able to see them. You can't be
you can use your phone.
You can, but who wants to type in? First of all, go to the website and type in the certificate number to get the graders notes. And not everybody is tech savvy like you, John. We've had comments from people who are in their 60s and 70s who shy away from technology. They're going to be forced to find a solution to be able to get the full set of notes.
I think one thing that's really, really sticking out here is they have this new influx of investor money. They should be enhancing the labels and adding value instead of taking away. I have to say, this might be a good time for CBCS to strike.
Oh, it's the perfect time. If they get off their butts and come up with a new label design that's striking, that has even more information on it, even more helpful things for not only for the person who's buying the graded book, but for potentially anyone who's looking at that graded book. I think CGC and CBCS are just woefully not taking advantage of the label and its value to the comic book community. It's just underutilized, in my opinion.
One thing we cannot forget about CBCS is that currently CBCS does have a QR code on the back of their label that allows anyone with a smartphone to access and view the graders notes. If you're at a show and you see a CBCS slab, tell them to flip it around, take your camera from your smartphone and just scan that QR code, and boom, there are the graders notes for you right then and there, and you can make an informed decision. We also have to remember the one guy who dug his heels in about the label design and not changing it is now no longer with CBCS.
Yes, that's true. I never thought of that.
So
the one thing about those grader notes QR code, it does not require you to have a paid subscription.
exactly. And we can't forget the other grading companies that are popping up now with different labels and different approaches. You know, a competitor's market is great for the customer.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, please, CBCS, take advantage of this as a misstep by CGC and just outdo what they can do. And I think you could get parity in the market. If people find more value out of what the product is for CBCS, and you know, that may start to overcome the disparity in value of the graded books. You know, we'll see.
Or CGC, listen to people, listen to the uproar. You know, nothing is forever. So bad decisions have been undone many a time in corporate America.
Yes, look at this. Look at Elon Musk and Twitter.
Do we have to? All right. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. I'm sure this was going to get plenty of comments from you guys. So make your voice heard. Jump in there. Let us know.
Yeah, if you have a counter argument, please let us know. If you can see a reason why this is beneficial to CGC and their customer base, let us know. Maybe we're missing something.
Maybe. One thing I did not miss this week was our trip back in the TARDIS to 1997 and back to the 25-year rule. Woo! Hey, look, Richard, it's 1997.
Wow.
What is this software we're on right now? I can't believe I can talk to you and stream at the same time. And
pardon me, I need to go buy Apple stock.
Right? There's this new site, Amazon, that sells books online. It's incredible. Well, we're here in the 25-year rule. If you're new here, the 25-year rule is the rule of collecting that says people who want to relive their childhood 25 years later have enough flush cash that they start buying the things that they loved 25 years ago. So that's why we are focusing on things in the 25-year rule, including Hellshock #1 by Jae Lee.
Never heard of it.
You love Jae Lee, though, right?
I don't know if I know who Jae Lee is.
I thought you... Okay, I'm confusing myself. He did Namor after John Byrne left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's good. Yeah.
He's good.
He's good.
Faint praise.
That was a long time ago. I'm sorry.
I know. Well, Jae Lee became a name overnight when he took over Namor for John Byrne. Image came a-calling in 1994, and there was a 4-issue miniseries of his creator-owned project called Hellshock. This is the long-awaited follow-up miniseries to the first one. This ran for 3 issues, but I should note, in typical Image Comics in the 90s fashion, there was an 11-month wait between issues 2 and 3 of this miniseries. What is this, Camelot 3000?
Oh, wow, that's a reference I haven't heard in a long time.
Right? We haven't seen hide nor hair of Hellshock since, unless I missed something in my research. Were any of you guys fans of this series? I love Jae Lee's art, but I have to say I did not buy Hellshock. Let us know. Okay.
I have nothing to add. I'm sorry.
Time to move on to our underrated books of the week. Richard, start us off. I can see you're wearing it.
Yes. Speaking of Namor, my pick this week is Submariner #5 from 1968. This is the first appearance of Tiger Shark. Tiger Shark is a major villain for Submariner, and when we see Submariner in the MCU, I have a feeling that Tiger Shark is going to play an important part in some of his storylines. This book is, again, his first appearance, his first cover appearance as well. It's a striking looking book. It's hard to get in high grade. That darker cover is rife with easy to get spine ticks on. So I definitely look for as high as grade as you can find. Raws right now are selling for around $50 for fine books and $200 for higher grade books. So they're not necessarily the most inexpensive book, but I still think that there's value there. There are only 753 copies on the census, of which there are only 2 9.8s.
Wow.
A testimony to how hard it is to get that cover in high grades. A 9.6 sold back in, I believe it was February for $1,680. But you can get a 9.0 for about $550. And I think that's a good price to buy something. First of all, it's a gorgeous cover. I think the cover is amazing. And I think being a first appearance of a major villain for an upcoming hero. See, this is what I like to do. I like to buy books not for what's coming out next year, but for what I think has value to come out in the future. And this is one of those books. One, I love the cover. I love the book itself, but I think there is just some inherent value in this book that will be realized at a future date.
Did you happen to see the supposedly leaked images of Namor in the MCU?
No, I did not.
I hope it's fake.
I got to do some internet searching now. Why, look that bad?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it looked bad, but I don't know. You take a look and tell me what you think. What do you guys think? Tell us in the comments. Meanwhile, my underrated book of the week is Earth X #4. Speaking of the MCU, Earth X #4 features the first appearance of Clea as the Sorcerer Supreme. Now, no spoilers, but if you've seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, you'll know what this could potentially mean. Mm-hmm. Since this takes place on Earth X and not the Marvel 616 universe proper, let's wait and see what the long-term spec is on this book. But Raws are currently selling for $10 to $15 on eBay. And heck, you get a great story and a gorgeous Alex Ross cover. So it's a win-win, right?
Oh, you can't beat Alex Ross for covers.
Talking about getting in early, there's no GPA sales for this book yet. But let's see what happens in the next month or so.
Yeah, I think Clea is a great spec. I thought, I'm not going to say. I think there's a strong potential of her being a part of future MCU properties.
And boy, the casting, chef's kiss.
Yeah, it would be amazing. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. All right, everybody. This was short and sweet for a lot of reasons. I'm going to a wedding in New York. Richard's got construction on his house. Life is getting in the way, but we didn't want to leave you without an episode this week. So here we are. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Bronze and Modern Gods. Visit us at bronzeandmoderngods.com. Richard, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, John, for 4,000 subscribers. This has been a great journey. I'm looking forward to another 4,000.
Indeed. Thank you, everybody, and we will see you next time.
Everybody stay safe.